Have you ever sat there, heart pounding, wondering why the woman you once adored, so soft, so warm, so effortlessly radiant, suddenly became a stranger? Why the gentle presence you loved overnight turned into something cold, distant, a complex puzzle you're desperate to solve? Why every word, every silence feels like walking on glass, where you can never predict her next mood, her shifting affection, her sudden walls? If you've ever felt trapped in a game where only she holds the rules, then what I'm about to reveal will crush every romantic fantasy you've ever held about women and about love itself. But let me be clear, this isn't a rant fueled by bitterness or hatred. It's not misogyny. What Nietzsche saw was a ruthless, surgical truth about power, the kind that most of us are too emotionally tangled to see clearly. Nietzsche understood this. The woman you think you love, she doesn't exist. Not really. What you love is a performance, a role, a mask carefully crafted to gain something far more precious than your heart. What she seeks is your will, your power, your autonomy. This video isn't about hating women. It's about waking up, shattering the illusions society has fed you about femininity, about love, about relationships. These beautiful lies keep you emotionally trapped, compliant, confused. Because the moment you see the raw truth that Nietzsche saw, everything changes. The way you see women, the way you value yourself, the way you survive the psychological battlefield that modern dating has become. If you're exhausted from confusion, manipulation, and the emotional drain of relationships that never seem to make sense, stay with me. Because what you're about to learn will make you dangerous. Dangerous to anyone who tries to control you through the subtle power of emotion. And that, Nietzsche said, is exactly what you need to become. Nietzsche wrote, "Man's happiness is to will. Woman's happiness is to be willed." At first glance, it sounds like ancient misogyny. But look deeper. What he revealed was a fundamental truth about how men and women navigate relationships differently. Men seek to impose their will, to conquer the world. Women seek to influence the will of those conquerors. This is not about morality or intelligence. It's about survival strategies honed over millennia. When women were denied direct power, they mastered influence. When men dominated physically, women became masters of the mind, weaving webs of emotional control so subtle you don't even know you're caught. Think back to your last relationship. She never told you what to do outright. Instead, she shaped emotional climates, withdrew warmth when you disappointed her, showered affection when you complied. She didn't command, you believed you chose. But you were conditioned. Slowly, unknowingly, you morphed into her design. Nietzsche called this the eternal feminine, not the nurturing goddess of poetry, but a master manipulator who rules through feelings, not force. She doesn't argue. She makes you uncomfortable when you disagree. She doesn't dominate. She becomes your emotional center. And that's why, in relationships, you start to fade. You lose hobbies. You see your friends less. Your opinions blur until you doubt your own voice. You think it's love. Nietzsche called it domestication, your will quietly broken through emotional dependency. But here's the harsh truth. You're no victim. You're a willing participant. Because deep inside, you crave it. You crave the safety of surrender, the illusion of security in giving up your power. You were taught that a good man sacrifices for love, that virtue is measured by what you give up for her approval. So you enter not as an equal, but a worshiper, desperate for grace from your goddess. And she accepts, not because she's cruel, but because society taught her this is how love works. She's been told her value lies in attracting and holding male investment. Nietzsche saw romantic love for what it is, a power exchange cloaked in affection. She offers the illusion of being chosen. You hand over your identity, your autonomy, your life. Both convinced this is the highest bond two people can share. But what happens when the veil lifts? When you begin to see the emotional manipulation? That's when the real test begins. Most men respond with bitterness or denial. They either hate women for the game or pretend it's not happening. Nietzsche gave a third way: mastery. Understanding the game so deeply, you choose how, when, or if to play, and when to walk away. If this truth is hitting home, hit subscribe now, because what's next will empower you to take back control. Let me tell you about the woman Nietzsche feared most. Not the loud, aggressive one, nor the obvious manipulator, but the quiet architect of innocent control. She never yells, never makes direct demands. She's loving, supportive, caring. Yet somehow, everything in your world orbits her emotional state. She wields what Nietzsche called moral tyranny, mastery of guilt, shame, and obligation to bend others without overt force. She never says, "Don't go out." Instead, she grows silent when you mention plans. She doesn't forbid your goals. She worries about them. She doesn't demand your attention. She becomes more vulnerable, more beautiful, more needy when you focus elsewhere. This is emotional warfare at its most refined. You can't name it because it looks like love. You don't feel trapped. You feel needed. You don't feel controlled. You feel protective. But look closely. Over time, your world shrinks. Your choices become filtered through the question, how will this affect her? Your goals become secondary. Your identity dissolves into your role in her emotional universe. Often, this isn't conscious. Many women truly believe merging emotional lives is love. Boundaries fade, wills blend, her needs center stage. But Nietzsche saw the danger. When one will dominates another's emotions, neither grows. She depends on your constant validation. You depend on her approval for self-worth. This is mutual parasitism. Two incomplete people clinging for survival, mistaking dependency for love, weakness for virtue. But here's what most men don't get. This only lasts as long as you allow it. The moment you stop making her emotional state your responsibility, reclaim your autonomy, everything changes. She controls you only as much as you need her approval. That's why Nietzsche emphasized self-overcoming, the hard path of becoming so complete inside you, no longer crave outside validation. When you reach that point, you can enjoy a woman's presence without being enslaved by her moods. You can cherish affection without addiction. The controlling woman senses this shift immediately. Her reaction reveals everything. If she respects your boundaries and steps up as an equal, maybe something real is possible. But if she escalates manipulation, more demands, drama, crises, you know this was never love. It was strategy. Now here's the cruelest illusion trapping men. Believing if you love enough, sacrifice enough, you'll heal her wounds, calm her storms, be her salvation. This savior complex, Nietzsche called it one of love's deadliest myths. Because what if her instability isn't a wound to mend, but a weapon to wield? As long as she's unpredictable, you're busy managing her moods, not your life. As long as she needs reassurance, you're emotionally captive. As long as she's vulnerable, you're stuck as protector, never partner. Some people, men and women, consciously or not, cultivate emotional chaos because it gives power. They don't want healing, they want control. This is why men are drawn to damaged women, not out of compassion, but because their weakness makes the man feel strong. Their chaos makes him feel needed. But you're not healing anyone. You're fueling a cycle of stunted growth. The truly secure woman doesn't demand rescue. She brings stability, and expects you to bring yours. This woman seems boring to those addicted to drama. Nietzsche saw love often as codependency, two addicts in a cycle of need and rescue, neither growing, both trapped. But what happens when you stop being the rescuer, when you turn your energy inward and stop managing her emotions? At first, the drama spikes. The test begins. If you hold firm, two things happen. She either grows emotionally stable or finds a new savior. That's how you spot real growth versus manipulation. Nietzsche called this the great separation, the moment you stop confusing need with love and start seeing the difference between partnership and parasitism. If you resonate with this, dive deeper into Nietzsche's insights on power and self-development. This knowledge is crucial if you want real, authentic relationships, not illusions. Here's the revolutionary core. Modern love teaches us to merge identities, dissolve boundaries, become one. Nietzsche warned this destroys growth, trapping both in a closed loop of weakness. He proposed love at a distance, the ability to adore another while fiercely protecting your own psychological sovereignty. Not coldness, but strength so deep you can give freely without expectation and receive without addiction. This love terrifies those who wield control through dependency. It scares women who rule by emotion. It threatens men who feel valuable only when needed. But for those who build true strength, this is the only love worth having, because it nurtures growth, respect, freedom. When you love from strength, everything changes. You stop controlling her behavior and start developing yourself. You stop making her responsible for your happiness and reclaim your own emotional power. You stop seeing her as goddess or demon and start seeing her as a human being with her own journey. This shift terrifies emotionally manipulative women, but the reward is worth everything. Because what you gain in return is your soul, your fire, your clarity. You stop walking on eggshells, stop second-guessing your instincts, stop betraying yourself in the name of love. You become the kind of man who cannot be manipulated, cannot be tamed, cannot be emotionally blackmailed into surrendering his purpose. You become the man Nietzsche believed was possible, the man who creates his own values, who shapes his own destiny, who loves not from desperation, but from abundance. You become dangerous, not to women, but to the illusions that have ruled your life for far too long. And here's the secret Nietzsche knew. When you become that man, the entire dynamic changes. Women stop testing you. They start respecting you. The ones who were only interested in control will vanish. But the ones who have done their own inner work will be drawn to your strength like gravity. Not because you need them, and not because they need you, but because two whole people can finally meet as equals. This is the real love, not dependency, not rescue, not control, but freedom. Two sovereign individuals choosing each other every single day, not out of fear, not out of guilt, not out of need, but out of respect and alignment and mutual purpose. That kind of love doesn't weaken you, it makes you stronger. But to get there, you must let go of the fantasy. You must kill the illusion. You must be willing to lose the approval of others in order to gain the approval of the only person who truly matters, yourself. So if something inside you is waking up, if you're tired of being lied to, if you're tired of shrinking yourself, if you're tired of pretending that submission is strength and sacrifice is love, then this is your moment. This is your turning point. We don't offer you comfort. We offer you truth. We don't feed illusions. We destroy them. We don't teach you how to get women. We teach you how to get yourself back. If you felt something shift inside you while watching this, then you already know what to do. Click subscribe, not because you're following a trend, but because you're ready to lead yourself. This is the beginning of your awakening.